Hello stampers and crafters, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today's project is this beautiful birthday card made with the Textured Floral stamp set and die set from Stampin' Up! This is such a nice card, and it uses colors that I don't use very often. I'm super excited about it. If you'd like to see how to make this card, please keep watching. So to start our card, like I said, we're going to be using the Textured Floral stamp set. I really do love this stamp set. There are 14 photopolymer stamps in here, which means you can see right through them. This is also a distinctive stamp set, which means there's a lot of like textural looking details in the flowers. So we're only going to be using 4 stamps. We're going to be using this flower here, the center part, this little speckled dots, and the birthday blooms for you. And then I have 2 ink colors that I don't use a whole lot, Balmy Blue and Azure Afternoon. Azure Afternoon especially, it's such a beautiful blue. I just don't use it a ton. I don't know why. So we're going to do our stamping first. Here are Balmy Blue and Azure Afternoon. And I have a piece of scrap basic white. Here are our stamps, our flower, our center, our sentiment, and our little speckly dots. So first let's stamp the flower. We're going to do that in Balmy Blue. And I just like to ink it up and tap, tap, tap. And we're going to do 3 flowers. So see, this one kind of has like an ombre-ish effect, partly because my ink pad is a little bit dry, but that's okay. And another part because this is that distinctive stamp. So some of it is more detailed than the other parts of it. So here is our middle, and we're just going to stamp this 3 times in Azure Afternoon, and we are die cutting these out, so I'm just kind of stamping them off to the side. Now before we put our ink away, I have our circle that I already die cut using the Spotlight on Nature dies. Those I used last week. You can head to my blog, sassypapercrafts.com, and you can see all kinds of ideas using Spotlight on Nature and these really cool dies that I love so much. And then we're going to take our Azure Afternoon piece. I'm going to ink up this spot. I'm going to put the Balmy Blue away because we don't need that anymore. So we're just going to put it away. Then we're going to just ink this up. And what I did was I just kind of went down the cardstock and just stamped it kind of all over. And I turned it and made sure I was getting pretty much all of the cardstock inked up. And like I said, just turn and move. And this is going to be our own little kind of designer series paper. Now remember, some of it is getting covered up. So if you feel like you messed up or made a mistake, this stamp is incredibly forgiving. So I really think if you feel like you messed up or made a mistake, it's really easy to hide. Like there's a blank spot. I'm just going to cover it up. So I'm going to continue on with this, and we'll see what it looks like when it's finished. So now our background is all stamped. I just kind of randomly stamped all the way around. I also die cut our flowers and our centerpieces and a nice little leafy sprig using the dies from the Textured Floral dies, which I wanted to show you. They're beautiful. We have all these nice leafy, spriggy pieces plus dies to cut out the stamped images, which is super fun. So now we can put our card together. You can also stamp the inside of your card. I did stamp the inside of this card with the Balmy Blue and the Azure Afternoon. I really wanted to throw in that Night of Navy. I just liked how it looked. So that's why I die cut a piece of that. That is completely optional. I'll grab some seal and just put the inside of our card in. And then for this piece, I also went with some of the white diagonal trim from the Petal Pink and white diagonal trim combo pack. I'm just gonna cut a little piece of this off. I just want to make sure it is long enough to go around my card. And then what I like to do is I'm going to flip this over, and I like to put seal. Okay, I'm running out of seal. Seal along the back of it, just to give that ribbon something to hold on to. So what I like to do is just stick it like that, and then I just wrap it around, and that'll be our card front. Grab the base, and then I just stick it to that. So now we can build up our front of our card. Have some mini glue dots here, and I'm just going to go ahead and take 3 of them and tear that off. And then these little pieces, you can just stick them right to your glue dots like a sticker. Then you can peel them off. Now, I found I liked the flowers going kind of this way. It really doesn't matter. This is kind of a abstract set. It's just your personal preference, what you think looks good. Like you can see on this one, I went 1 down and 2 up. I don't know. I don't think flowers have a particular way about them. I think it's whatever you like. Oops, do that. And then we can grab a few dimensionals. I'm going to flip these over. And these get dimensionals. And this gets some dimensionals. But this guy here, we're going to give this guy here a little bit of combo glue, liquid glue. And I noticed that the inside piece didn't pop out. So we're going to give him a little bit of liquid glue, and a very little bit. We don't need a lot here. So what I did was I kind of eyeballed where I wanted. So I want that to go there, and I want this covered up a little bit. So I'm kind of going to do just like that. And then sometimes I like to take a clear block and just set it on top for a second. And we can set that on top while I'm taking the dimensional backings off of our sentiment. We're just going to cover that up. And then I kind of like these along the bottom because birthday blooms for you, like, I don't know, it's like handing someone a little bouquet. Slide that one underneath. Get rid of them backings. And then to finish our card, I'm going to use some of these Night of Navy opals from the opal round assortments. There's 2 sizes here. I'm going to grab one of these bigger ones. I just liked the look, how that Night of Navy just kind of offset a little bit. And that is our card. So I hope you enjoyed our card today. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel to see more card making videos from me. I want to thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.